Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Rob Rivers Horror Show. Today, we are going to look at a book entitled Under the Dome by the horror master himself, Stephen King. All right, isn't that lovely? The town of Chesterfield, Maine has been sealed off to the world by a huge glass dome. The people inside the town are subject to panic, confusion, and a race for power as they try to live normal lives. Also, the government is trying on the outside, trying to decide what to do about the dome. Dale Barbara, who's our main character in the film, and is appointed the chief in the situation by the government. Jim Reaney, known as Big Jim, is the second selectman of the town's official and doesn't agree with this whole situation from the government. All right, Jim Reaney is a very corrupted and consumed man by power. He loves it, and he claims that he is going to run this town. This town is going to be under his authority. All right. Dale tries to persuade the townspeople to listen to him as he talks to the government, and of course, Jim persuades the local sheriff's office and anyone else who will join him, saying the government doesn't care about us. Listen to me. I will get us to survive. All right. This feud goes on pretty much throughout the book, while the government on the outside is trying to bring the dome down in various ideas. Some work, others have very dire consequences and stuff. What works in the book? Well, the idea, of course. I think this is a great idea Stephen King has come up with. The idea of a dome sealing off a town. What's really weird is also Jim Reaney. He's an excellent villain. Never in my life have I ever read a book where I hated somebody so much. And he's not even real. I mean, I really couldn't stand this guy. I was just like, what a moron. And I just really hope there's nobody in the world like him. What doesn't work in the book? And I must say, the book itself. With everything that happens in this 1,000-plus page book, we are set with a pace that every time we take a step forward, we take two steps back. And we go from the first time the government tells Dale he's in charge, through this something good happens, and then all of a sudden something happens to that good, and we are set way back further than where we were before. It's like being on the top of a stairwell or staircase or whatever you want to say, and then falling down the stair, then you're at the bottom and you got to climb your way back up. That was very disappointing in this book. I thought it was a terrible read. Overall, coming from the great mind of Stephen King, Under the Dome is not one of his better works. All right, I have never been intimidated by a 1,000-page book, especially coming from King. If you've read The Stand or It, those are excellent reads. So when I first bought this, I was just like, oh yes, this book, 1,000-page King, I am proud of you. Unfortunately, I found myself dreading reading it. Many times I did not want to pick it up because I was bored. I was just like, oh, come on. Now, he started writing this back in the 70s, and it took him a little while to figure out which direction to go. And I can understand this is a very challenging situation. And even though I have not read all of his books, I have never read anything where he dealt with so many different characters. And I think that was another drawback to this book. There were so many people to keep track of that I think this was also a downfall for the book. So I also a little disappointed in the way the story is done, and I asked myself, I go, could King have written this book in a different way and made it work? And I sat there and thought, no, I don't think so. If he would have actually added, monsters or whatever, like a lot of his other books, or ghosts or whatever, would this have worked? No. This is not really your average horror book from Stephen King. It's just a town put into a horrible situation. All right. So you may like it. I have not seen the series. I do plan to watch the series to see how it went, because I understand they did change the ending a little bit because they're supposed to be working on season 2 of this. So, but out of all the Stephen King books, this is one of my least favorite. Okay, I gave it a grade C minus. All right. King, I'm sorry, but I know every author has his ups and downs and stuff like that. I'm soon as hopefully I'll get stuff published myself, and I'm going to have my ups and downs too, where things go for it and stuff. All right. Meanwhile, don't forget, check out Bled White at BledWhiteMovie.com. Tell Jose you want a sequel. Go to Facebook, log onto their like page, like it, and say, hey, I want a sequel. What happened here? Especially with the Crossroad Man, man. Get that back in there. I play the Crossroad Man. That's why I'm after this. Also, check out Plastic. All right, also done, written and directed by Jose, who also did Blood White. That was my daughter, by the way. She plays the victim and does the blood work for the film. All right, anything else? No, it's a glorious day. I hope you're having a great day. Take care of yourselves and each other. Oh, by the way, you can reach me at robriversrocks@gmail.com. I will answer anything you got to ask me. Oh, but as long as it's within reason. I mean, come on, people. You know, you got to do it right. Don't ask me some weird question, you know, like how long is my big toe? Who cares, you know? All right, take care of yourselves and each other. And remember, God loves you, baby. See you next time.